It's before the bell. Podcast slamming all comers. Bloodlines, hot thighs, yeah, no runners. Boys Martin, J, and CT. Laid out for the count. 1, 2, 3. Before the bell podcast. Before the bell podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of
y'all are horrible.
The Bell. This is the greatest wrestling podcast of all time, and it is me, it is main event.
You are so no, you don't get to do the
excited.
intro. You don't get to do the intro.
So
It's diabolical.
excited to be here.
So
I want
diabolical.
to thank everybody for watching our episodes and leaving the comments that we have. I am joined by the Urban Gladiator, Jay Washington, aka 2003 50 Cent and G Unit. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are
That's
you?
what's up, man. We are also joined by the bell ringers in the comments and
Yeah, we're going live here. Yeah. What's up, sleepyhead? Yeah, welcome to another edition of the Martin Morrow Effect. You see, where I'm from down under in Alabama, what we like to do.
There's no sound. According to the we're good.
There we are. Yeah, I know you don't know anything about sound. You were knocked out over there. You probably couldn't hear yourself over your little snoozing and your snoring, eh?
I could not, sir.
Oh, mate, yeah, you were knocked out there, man. What happened to you?
It's been a long weekend.
Long weekend. Oh, boy. This guy knows a lot about long, especially when it comes to running. That's what we do here at the Martin Morrow Effect. And we're live also on the Before the Bell page, mate. But I'm taking over. This is the Martin Morrow Effect today. What's up?
how are you?
I'm great, man. I just drove down from St. Louis to Obispo. I know you just flew in from Detroit, you know? Yeah, how was your trip, mate?
Oh, man. Amazing thank you to Detroit, Grand Rapids, but above all else, Martin Lawrence, Robert Lawrence, Ray. Thank you guys so much. 10,000 people Friday night in Detroit, 10,000 people in Grand Rapids Saturday night. It's an amazing experience, and I am excited to talk today. But before we do that, you got on 3 different leopards, and I want you to know.
Yeah, you got on 3 different types of prints.
All right, J Unit.
I only got this on because I don't like my hair's growing, and I don't want to just.
You're wearing a hat. No one can see your hair.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Do you have waves coming in right now?
I can feel it on my hat, and I don't like the way it feels.
It's
That's
great.
what hair,
This
man.
guy doesn't know how to swim, but he's got waves apparently.
You chose my least favorite character.
You are
hate
dressed
him,
like
and he's
Monty
perfect.
Brown from Wish.
I love it.
You are dressed like you are straight out of the Serengeti. Like, you just should not do. You know what? I'm not taking this abuse. Not today, damn it.
Man.
You're dressed like a black Israelite right now. Are you about to tell us how black people were the first Jews, mate? This guy.
Everybody.
You're dressed like somebody's uncle at a lounge that's finna go sit in the wicker chair. Like
You're just like a divorced uncle. We can do this all day.
Everybody that is watching, thank you so much. Our super chats are open.
For starting this show while I was asleep. Y'all are
Maybe
petty.
you shouldn't have been asleep, mate. Come on. What are you, Peter Pan?
What? Peter Pan?
As we're telling you, the super chats are open. Every super chat that is a significant amount, we stop in the middle of the show to thank you. Beyond that, again, shout out to Jerry Williams. Shout out to Brilly. Brilly, I think the color background might be leopard today. In the meantime, let's talk about it, man.
We got to get into it.
Monday Night Raw. It's just a couple of things that happened on Raw that we knew weren't going to be seen.
Neither was SmackDown.
On Bash.
I felt like, you know what I like about Bash, because it just leads to Bash. It's a glorified house show, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to the Saudi Arabia shows.
Right.
So it's like there was nothing, everything led up to this PLE.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about the things that led up to the PLE?
But I'm just saying, it's like nothing major happened in them. You get what I'm saying? Like nothing that was like, yo, this is leading up to this. It makes you want to see this. And then it paid off in that. That's how I felt about it just in general. I just wanted to get that out the way.
Cool.
But.
Well,
He's gone.
Are you going to be live the whole time?
Yeah. We're going viral, mate.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Get off the live.
Slow.
Get off the live.
Get off the live.
All right. All right. Martin Morrow Effect out. Thank you to all 6 viewers.
I think that might have been the first time.
No, I think we went live before.
No, we did a FaceTime before.
I went live from
There.
San Diego on the thing when with the WWE panel.
which means we didn't go live.
Well, I mean, I consider it us collectively because
Oh, really? You considered it us?
I was, just was the before. I just showed the panel. I didn't show me. I just showed the panel. I
Oh.
feel like I was.
Anyways, Raw, SmackDown, NXT.
If this is what-
Right now, yeah, we do have an NXT pay-per-view going on. So shout out to all my mates down there in NXT who are wrestling tonight. I believe in Joe Hendry taking on Ethan Page for the NXT title. Who do you boys got?
Joe Hendry.
What if he won?
Joe Hendry.
What if Joe won? I mean, Joe Hendry is, friend of the show. I'm a big fan of his. If he wins, I feel like that is a significant showing that the partnership is truly equal on both sides, and he makes the jump over to NXT instead of TNA.
Well, also you got to think about this too. They've just brought over Rosemary, who's one of their big knockouts.
Right.
So this partnership, we've been talking about it for weeks, how it is literally benefiting both companies. Joe Hendry going over and winning the NXT title will elevate TNA to a whole nother level.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys
And there's
noticed
no
as well,
disrespect
but
to Ethan Page, by the way.
Yeah,
Let me make
yeah,
sure
yeah.
I clarify that. No
Yeah.
disrespect. It's no diss on Ethan Page. It's him being champion of anything.
Mhm.
It's just the elevation of what you're trying to do.
shake the system up, And Zachary Wentz just won the TNA X Division title, and he's facing Wes Lee tonight. So imagine if they just say, hey, let's put this on the line, and you have Wes Lee become the TNA X Division champion, and then Joe Hendry becomes the NXT champion.
Let me
That'd
just
be-
stop you, bro. This is a fantastic Australian accent, man. It's fire, bro. It's a mix of like Australian, but you black, so it automatically sounds like Top Boy on Netflix. But at the same time, this is a
Yo.
great voice. You got some characters on you, boy.
Hey, shout out to our super chatters. Super chat is open right now. If you got a substantial amount, we will stop the show. But I felt like these two need to be acknowledged. Pete Evans says Marty got that fit right from Kangaroo Jack's pouch. Shout out to Pete Evans. Connor Pearson Ward says, shout out to Martin, aka Crocodile Bun B.
Thanks for the super chat, guys. Appreciate
Appreciate
that.
y'all.
So Miz on Raw says every time I try to do the right thing,
Mm.
it goes wrong. These are definitely seeds for a heel turn, which we need heel turn Miz.
We?
need heel turn Miz.
Come on.
2016 IC champion.
I disagree
Let's hear it.
because we see it all the time. I think we need to. Our clip is starting to make moves on it about the R-Truth heel turn.
Mhm.
I think that's the heel turn we need
Who says that they both can't be heel?
because they got to go up against. You can't get two heels out of
We're
it.
not making them. We're not continuing them as a tag team in a scenario.
Okay. I hear you, but I just think it's obvious the Miz turns.
But the Miz is a better heel than a face
I
anyway.
agree.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I just think in this situation, if you want to do something before he goes out as far as retired being R-Truth, let him go out as damn near Ron Killings.
I don't even see R-Truth retiring at least for another 8-9 years. He's still got
Maybe
the body of a 20.
62. Okay.
He's not 60 anything. That
52?
man is at the oldest 52.
52.
All right.
All right, so in 8 years, he'd be.
He'd be 60 in 8 years.
All right, so do we want a 60-year-old man?
Yes.
Is that
That's-
right?
With
Ain't no
locks.
it's 60. Like, I'll take it.
With the locks, cutting promos, still
With a
claiming he's in the
receding
Judgment
hairline
Day.
of locks. Because if you
I wanna
notice,
know.
have you paid attention to his locks? And year by year, we all have those, natural people things. Your hairline starts to go back and back.
Oh, look at that. That came
Yep,
in.
That was, sorry, I shouldn't have did that.
I knew as soon as you took your wave cap off, you were about to show
No, I
us.
didn't want to show this at all. But his hair's going back, so he's getting older. So it's like, at what point, we're so used to seeing Ron Killings with the hair. We're seeing R-Truth with the dread, with the locks, with the blonde tips. I don't know. I want to see this dude just go, let me get a fade or a bald head and I'm out of here.
That's the thing, man. I feel like, and shout out to R-Truth, man. R-Truth, friend of the show, literally started following us, following me as well. And I could see him doing it bald. I could see him doing a fade, a complete 180 on his character now.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's the receding thing. I think he also just lines his actual hair aside from the locks. He's got a different look.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I got
Yeah.
a crazy pitch for you.
Let's hear it.
What if instead you have R-Truth join the White Six? He just starts showing up behind them when they come out.
No, and I'm gonna tell you why.
We just did that with the Judgment Day.
Only reason is the Judgment Day needed a boost of energy. Wyatt 6 is its own energy right now, and I don't
Yes.
want anything to add humor to that.
Right.
Like they were able to maintain their tenacity and intensity throughout their entire first run and even second run when they were the Bludgeon Brothers. But I don't want any comedy inserted into the Wyatt Six.
I mean, the comedy ended up happening where it was, you know, you would have the Bray Wyatt promos when it started getting wild.
The
Remember
Firefly Funhouse.
the Eater, not even that, the Eater of World promos, and everybody's like, what are you talking about?
Right.
It's, you know, the Rambling Rabbit era.
Mhm.
And so, but I think with Truth and the Wyatt Six, I think it's this whole, them dudes are scary. Let me stay away from them. Them dudes are scary. The Judgment Day thing, you're absolutely right. It needed that boost. It needed something.
I want R-Truth to feud with Finn Balor. I want R-Truth to feud with JD. That would raise both of them. And I could see an R-Truth battle with Bronson Reed if they unleashed Ron Killings, bro.
I think you should. I mean, I think there's a possibility of things, but I think if you're going to do it, you make him turn, you make him go strong, and then you give us and him and Truth versus Miz at Mania, since we got 2 nights, or SummerSlam.
Can you go a little bit
Cool.
more, Mark? I'm going to read both of those.
We got 2 nights. We can
Yeah.
either do SummerSlam.
right there.
I can read them.
Thank you. Perfect.
First off, Shelton Jackson, appreciate the super chat. Shelton Jackson says, as much as I believe in Joe Hendry and want him to win the NXT title tonight, I think Page retains with help from his old tag partner, TNA's walking weapon, Josh Alexander, and reforms the tag team, the North. You know, that'd be a good idea.
Yo,
I like
Josh
that.
Alexander over it. Listen, for those who are not familiar with Josh Alexander, him over at NXT would help elevate that roster.
Mhm.
You know, they need some fresh blood and some fresh blood infused into there, and I think he would do it on a certain level because the matches he's had with Nick Nemeth over there and everything he's been putting on in TNA, Josh Alexander is a dude to be watched for.
Oh, nice. I love that. What were the next two there?
Yeah, the next super chats. Deontay E. Robinson Sr. said, that's a long name right
That's
there,
a
mate.
long name.
Jay, you're the homie from New Rockstar. CT, been a fan since you were on Wording is Hard. And Martin, we're Bama boys. All right, it's good to connect with you,
Yeah,
Deontay.
appreciate it, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you. Appreciate that love.
And TaylorMade Gaming says, wish Randy won just so we could get a Cena versus Randy feud to finish.
Well, okay. One, I don't believe that Gunther is going to slow down anytime soon. Gunther, I can honestly say I'd rather see he and Roman Reigns fight for that title than I would Cena and Gunther fight for that title.
I don't know if I'm ready to see Roman get the piss beat out of him like that.
He gonna put that shield back on, the little
Let me
vest.
tell you something.
the
'Cause
vest.
that's he gonna put that
Yeah.
vest back on.
Yeah.
Because look, Lesnar would throw some haymakers at him,
Right.
right? He would take them
Still
shots.
can.
Huh?
Still can.
He still can, but he ain't never been chopped like that.
Mhm.
Like to watch Roman catch the, because Randy had to learn. Remember at King of the Ring, the first Randy call, he was like, "Oh my Jesus!" Roman has to catch those same things, and so I don't know. Like, there's certain people you want to build up to. Like, it's got to be such a build up to that match.
Mhm.
Whereas a Gunther Roman is such a build up where no matter who wins, nobody loses.
Mm.
Because I feel like you put Gunther and Roman together at any point right now, you're looking at possibly Roman taking an L. I mean, granted, we know Roman's going over to Raw for Netflix.
Right.
But I mean, like you said, Gunther's on a roll.
Right.
Gunther's on a roll. And you just, I don't want to see that stop right now. They put him over so much. I did something that I normally do not do watching these pay-per-views. And I took a page out of Main Event CT's book and I watched the post-show and everything going afterwards.
Mhm.
And the way Michael Cole, Peter Rosenberg, The Miz, Big E, Jackie Robinson, the way they put Gunther over,
Mhm.
not just the fact for it being in Berlin, it lets you know he's running with this for a while.
He's got, and it made the world heavyweight title actually comparable to the WWE
Yes.
Undisputed title, because beyond it being a glorified house show with Berlin, it was like, yo, this match closes the night, and the Undisputed title opened the night. And I'm a Cody crybaby boy, so when I saw that, I was like, what? All right, we in Berlin.
Who else would have opened it though? Who else would have?
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I could have seen the Judgment Day match.
No,
No, they
No.
Too much emotion built up in that.
not even that. You want the emotion. It's just you wouldn't want to start it out with a tag team match.
I mean, there's been tag team matches started out before.
No, you're right. I'm just saying for that particular pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But speaking of on a roll, Bronson Reed, aka Monterey Jack, did the tsunami on top of Braun Strowman from on a Chrysler 300. Looked like a Bentley, but
This is Chrysler 300. Shouts out to Michael Cole. Have you seen the video now that they're starting to release the clips of the like GoPro that's at the desk with Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, and maybe Corey Graves, whoever's at the desk with him?
Yeah.
Michael Cole doing the commentary, that is the greatest thing ever. Not the car, not the car. Him losing it, going crazy.
It must have been his car or something. He just rented it.
I didn't get the insurance. I didn't.
The glass exploded.
The spark that came out the top.
Those
that
some
was
big boys.
That was but I loved it because
Yeah.
it was too big meaty me slapping me. Like that was exactly what you want on a Monday Night Raw.
I can't feel my fingers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We need more of that. We haven't had just exciting moments happen in a very long, like not in a very long time. I think that when you're coming off of a pay-per-view that All In had, and then you go, bless you, and then you go into a role like that, and you know you have the IC title tournament going on, all these different things. You really want to build up that excitement to have something absolute crazy and bonkers happen. You know what I mean, Mike?
Bonkers.
Yeah,
Bonkers.
This is second. This is like a second thing for you, man. This is second nature. The voice. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I mean, I kept doing it.
Come on, Mark.
Oh, you just not saw that?
Come on,
No,
man.
I saw it earlier.
This is a picture of who?
this
From the
is,
Wild
uh,
On the Wild
Donnie.
Thornberries.
Donnie from the Wild Thornberries. Someone in the comments said I look like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries. Mark, our producer, shout out to Mark.
To say that you look like an early 2000s Nickelodeon character is, listen, man, this abuse. I want y'all to know this as an audience. This ain't on us, okay? Y'all only watch these clips. Y'all not watching this show. He comes in as a different character every single week. And because of those character choices, they raise a couple of questions and a couple of comments. And I, for one, am a fan of what this brother is doing. And for y'all, and by y'all I mean Mark, to say he looks like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries.
Here's the best part about it. There's everybody in the comments who probably have no idea while we're live on, while we're live right now. They're like, what is he talking about? People who are listening to call, oh no.
Yeah.
That's the part like that. Everybody all of a sudden had to stop and go, oh no, yo. Hey, read Bobby Woodchuck super chat.
You can read it. You seem very excited about
Bobby
it.
Woodchuck says, Martin looked like a young Uncle Elroy from Next Friday. We ain't had no pools in the projects when I was growing up.
I want to say something real quick. Well, airing out grievances and whatnot. Number one, last week, a lot of people got very upset about some comments I made about a Facebook group. First off, you shouldn't be upset if you're in a Facebook group. That's on you. Secondly, they were posting clips in which we shout out to you guys who showed us love in the BWO Black Wrestling Order Facebook group, who did show us love. Really appreciate it. But there was one guy in the comments who tried to make fun of my hairline, but he had a hat on in all of his profile pictures. So if you want me to cut mine, I need you to take your hat off. Let's see what you're working with underneath there, because we always know if someone's wearing a hat in all the pictures, clearly they're hiding something there, mate.
Man, that felt like an attack. That's number one.
I don't want to have all my pictures.
There's a lot of them. And I will say,
It's not all.
It's most of it. And then you do that little pose, little J pose. You had in every photo. You go,
what is that?
Yeah, what's
I
that
hate
mean?
that pose.
Where'd you get that?
It was like,
Why does it become about me now? It's really something about you and that.
nah, you know what happened? You was all gun ho. They was clowning him. You was hold on. We got to read this comment. He say something about the hat. No, let's move on, guys. Let's see what you're up to. Number two, don't cut that hair. I don't care who challenge you online.
Never.
No matter who.
Don't you cut that
You know
hair.
what happens if Martin comes to hit ball 1 week? What do you do? I'm not saying you should. I'm not by any means.
Right.
What happens if Martin comes in here ball? What do you do is the question. Because the look of disconcern on your face right now.
The gloves are off. If he comes in here, I've had enough. He's going through the table, bro.
You just saw the light. You just saw the little thought bubbles pop in his head. Like, what do I do?
Dude,
Like,
Martin is the mascot of the show, bro. And it's like, you got to protect the mascot. But at the same time, if you start making ridiculous decisions,
he come in here like Ahmed Johnson.
what does it say, Martin?
Jonathan Cantor said, after Bash at Berlin, who turns heel first, Randy or KO? I kind of want Randy to turn to make the betrayal more personal, and KO could feud with Randy too.
Okay, so now Well, super quickly, I'll just say also shout out to Chad Gable for finally hitting the angle slam on the table Monday Night Raw.
And then calling it the angle slam.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got to stop this thought, and I love having to stop it.
Yes, from Mitt James SX says, just showing some love. Your TikTok clips got me back into wrestling. We love to hear it. Appreciate it.
Also, shout out to all the new followers on TikTok, man. The TikTok page, just as much as the IG page, has been blowing up, man. We thank all of y'all sincerely.
Blowing up. All of the comments as well, guys. You guys are phenomenal. We love reading comments, responding back to you guys. You guys talk to us. We talk back.
You see, I respond back and pop positively. I haven't snapped on nobody.
Why won't you blank, Mike?
No, I just want to make sure you see. Shut up. Let me have this moment, please. I
have the moment, man. Enjoy it.
I responded back.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. You know, I don't like the way you did. No.
Do you remember the first time you got a hug, Jay? I'm just curious. I feel like that's a moment that you.
It's been a while since I've had a real good hug. Okay, so I don't remember the first time. It's been a while. Can we move on, please? This is getting emotional. Thank you.
It's always emotional with this guy.
I know, right?
Man, this is a great accent. How?
So, the way for this one, I listened to a lot of Grayson Waller clips while driving over here. And then, actually, quick other thing, when I was making a turn on Franklin, I cut somebody off, which, you know, I don't care. You shouldn't have had such a crappy car, mate, and allow me to do that. But the guy who I cut off went to the side of me and threw a water bottle at my bloody window. So I want you to know something. I saw your license plate. I saw your face. I'm going to find you at some point. I know where you drive now. So just remember, don't make... All right.
You know what's funny is I think people can hear you say that and they don't understand. Number one, don't ever reference a Hollywood street because they don't know what street this is. So like, two,
it's like Franklin. Okay.
Yeah.
Two, did it break your window?
It didn't break the window,
Okay.
but it gave it a smash. Not a bad smash, but
the beautiful thing about what I was about to say for you is people don't understand you are a true troll. Like you can find anything on anybody. And Martin is a supervillain, bro. So I guarantee you, whoever threw that bottle, you probably gonna have bad credit in the morning.
Martin grabbed a napkin and a pen while he was driving, like C6.
Listen, when I saw that he had his license plate in the front of his windshield, I said, okay, this guy's just broke. That's why he's so upset. I know he really needed that water bottle. I hope he drove back and got it.
Drove back and picked up the water.
Cody and
no, say what's on your heart, because
Cody and Kevin Owens.
You can't try to keep this professional.
Match.
No, you do not get to do it. I see you had to look down. He tried to look down, so you know.
Cody and Kevin Owens had this match at Bash in Berlin, and it was a great match. Completely unnecessary. Neither of them gained anything from it, except the fact that KO did get a chance to defend himself and saying, these guys deserved it, except Kofi. Kofi, I completely apologize. You didn't deserve it, but everybody else deserved it. And it was a difference in the storytelling because I don't think he's going to turn on Cody. I feel like he may turn on Randy.
I think you have him because you got time, right?
Right.
It's September, so we got Bad Blood next month in October. Then we get Survivor Series and Crown Jewel, and that's it for the year as far as PLE goes. Then we're on our way to the Rumble,
right,
and the Road to Mania. So if we're doing Cody, Randy, and Mania, you still got to fill in this time. So Randy KO fills in that time.
We need a superstar shakeup because we don't have enough heels. Even Cody said, shout out to Grayson Waller and to Austin Theory, a promising next generation of superstars, what he said. And by saying that, these are your two biggest heels on the show. So you're not having them in the main event scene means we need more heels on SmackDown.
But it's crazy because it's a group of heels that no one cares about as a group.
Legado del Fantasma?
Oh, that is sad. I wouldn't even think about them. I was thinking about the bloodline.
You know what, though? Beyond that, and I don't think it's that people don't care about the bloodline. I think it's, they can't really travel over. Some of them can't travel overseas. And we also know that they're pretty much just set aside right now. I know he called out Cody, but I don't need to see another Solo versus Cody match anytime soon.
You know what's crazy, real quick? It's funny that right now the two biggest titles, quote unquote titles, aren't even titles on WWE.
Right.
It's a bracelet and the Ula Fala.
You know what's funny about that bracelet? When Punk won that match, he kissed them beads, and I said, I don't know if you realize what it don't know if you realize what the beads was. Drew pulled the beads out the trunks, boy, and not the second ones. It
No,
would look like
it was
the
all
first
meat.
trunks.
There was the
It was like-
close on close. Was like,
You just kissed some Scottish sickle. You understand me, boy?
Yo.
Scottish what?
Scottish sickle, boy. He tasted the meat a little bit.
Do you think he was like, yeah, yeah? There's
Haggis.
a hair on it.
Why when you taste something weird, you keep tasting your lips?
Because you're
Like
not
it's
sure.
gonna change.
You do it again, you be like, that wasn't
no,
it, was
that's
it?
not-
No, that wasn't it. It wasn't sure. It was-
Which, while we're on the subject,
He needs
man,
to drink more water.
that
tastes like asparagus.
Big E has the Big E's 5 count. Here at Before the Bell, we have CT's AEL moment of the week. And that moment is directly tied to Big E, what he said in the post show. He said, the match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, CM Punk had over 13 feet of that strap to deal with, and he took it all. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Big E. You out of control.
He knew what he was doing.
He
had to.
knew it.
He had to have known.
13 feet of that strap and you took it all?
Wait, that can't be true.
That's what he said.
I'm not talking about the super chat we just got. I want to double check this.
Read it out loud, man.
Shouts out to Incredible Gentleman says, damn, they released Almost.
Oh, that tracks though. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you why it tracks. Because first of all, shout out to Omar.
Shout out to Omas,
We are
man.
Homo sapiens over here. He's been a little bit more, he's been posting a lot more lately, things outside of WWE and certain comments that have come up on his page he's been responding to that were like, yo, man, we want to see you back on TV. And it's like, whereas I've known that's a recurring theme with a lot of WWE talent to not even acknowledge those types of comments when they are still active. So it'll be interesting what you guys find out.
Yeah, WWE. I mean, somebody said it's according to WWE. I'm going to their Twitter right now. And no mercy. That's so messed up. They release you and then be like, yeah, but watch this PLE tonight.
Man, speaking of watching, Nia Jax hit the Annihilator on top of Michin, threw a garbage can, then threw a broken table at the garbage can, then beat the garbage can with a stick. I love seeing Michin get over with the crowd because this was something that she desperately needed and she's worked hard for years to get the attention of the audience, and she has incredible matches. I would love to see the feud continue. I don't see her becoming champion for a while from Nia because Nia's probably more dominant as a women's champion than Rhea even was.
Well, you know who's going to take it off Nia. So
Who?
Tiffany Stratton.
Of
And I
course.
think Tiffany takes it, but the thing is, excuse me, not the problem, timing.
Right.
Because we're looking again. I'm now. I don't know about you guys, and I don't know about you to the bell ringers, everywhere watching and listening. I'm now looking towards WrestleMania, and I hate that I'm doing that now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, so where are we starting to get on this road? As long as people stay healthy,
Right.
We know the road for Tiffany Stratton pretty much leads to Charlotte.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? The road to Tiffany Stratton leads to Charlotte. So, and that will more than likely be for the WWE Women's title. That's the SmackDown one. But when does she take it? Does she take it Bad Blood? Does she take it Survivor Series?
I feel like she takes it at WrestleMania off of Charlotte after Charlotte pins Nia Jax.
So, but what about Tiffany's Money in the Bank?
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's where she cashes in.
Oh, you think she can? Oh, you think
But
she
I
holds
cashed
it?
in on Charlotte.
I don't think she. I think she would. Do you think she does a pre-announcement cash in, or do you think she?
No,
just
she's
does
a heel. She does that at the very last.
So then, who
moment.
would you have Charlotte wrestle at Mania for?
Yeah, that's
Do
what
y'all
I'm
be
saying.
listening to me when I be saying stuff?
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Yeah, because I didn't hear.
if she
Because
so you think she cashes in, then they have the rematch
immediately,
at WrestleMania?
like, yeah. How are you saying that?
All right.
You're saying Charlotte wrestles Nia,
that's exactly
Yes.
what I said.
and
I
then
said,
after Charlotte wins, I don't see Nia holding it that long.
What do you? She's already. What do you mean? You don't see
To
it?
WrestleMania?
No, that's not what he's saying. He's
Okay,
saying.
I'm confused.
All right, let him
Let
say
him say
it. Also, they did not release Almost. It was a parody account or something. And
cool. I see Charlotte returning at the Royal Rumble,
Mhm.
her winning the Rumble, going on to WrestleMania to face Nia Jax. She beats Nia Jax for the title, immediately gets cashed in by Tiffany Stratton.
Okay, that's what I'm. Okay, that's kind of what I'm saying. But I see more so a actual match. I don't see Nia holding that title to WrestleMania.
Why not?
I can see Tiffany going in as champ.
No.
Mm.
Long-term storytelling.
Or, okay, but so what do you do? I don't see Tiffany holding this Money in the Bank briefcase.
It's pink now. She's gonna hold it for a while. Anytime they do something special to a briefcase, they hold it for a while. Senior Money in the Bank.
I mean, it was on, but also perfect. But also timing is a thing too.
Brock Lesnar with the
boom box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime they customize the briefcase, you holding on to it for a while.
All right.
But with that said, it hurt me to see Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair win the tag titles again, because that let me know that they have no creative for them. Meaning there's nothing.
I disagree.
The feud.
I'm going to fight you on that one.
I'll fight you on that one too.
Here's the thing. For the tag team titles introduced in like 2018, 2019.
Yes.
And for so long we've been saying they're doing nothing with these titles.
Yes.
These titles suck. I'm gonna drop the accent.
I was rather enjoying it.
All right, I'll keep it going.
No, I get 1-1, please.
No. And here's the thing: you have to elevate the tag titles. You lost Boss and Hug Connection. You lost the Iconics, who personally, as a fellow Aussie, I think they were the best women's tag team of all time.
Iconics. Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, bring back the icon. Let's have that in the hashtag. Bring back the Iconics. But yeah, I think that part of the issue is that for so long the women's tag titles weren't elevated. They weren't doing anything with them, and to have two stars like Jade and Bianca, this also still helps Jade kind of get her reps in and do what she needs to do. And this really just makes the titles mean something more versus bringing down Bianca and Jade, and also the champions. You can never be mad about being a champion.
Oh, also, let me
About being a what?
About being a champion.
Oh, say the word.
Champion.
Okay.
They are great. I like that argument. That is a great argument, and I agree with that. Go ahead.
Mine is, if we're looking towards this Jade Bianca feud at WrestleMania, which everybody seems to want now, which I don't know why we want to rush this, because we keep forgetting Jade, Bianca, and Rhea potentially.
Yeah.
Right. But even if either one, you still have to have time to build that. Everybody keeps thinking, oh, Jay gonna turn immediately. Jay gonna turn immediately. It's like, no, they just got together. They just started rolling.
Just get together.
Well, I feel like they just started rolling. It's like the real vibe and everything. And now Jade's cooking in WWE, moving around more, being more fluid in the ring compared to what she was. Let's be honest.
The growth has definitely been
there.
The
growth has been there.
But Bianca, this is what I think, and this is what I should probably elaborate on when I say this to the bell ringers and to you guys. I am always a fan of somebody in the business being able to help another talent. What I am not a fan of is when that begins to hinder the mentor. And what I mean by that is Bianca has taken Jade under her wing and helped her get better in the ring, help her get better all around. They both have spoke about this and given each other props. But at what point do we start to see Bianca suffering because she's not able to go singles full time?
So let me ask you this question. So what do you do going singles? Do you just put her in a mid-card feud then? I get where you're coming from 100%. Please believe that I'm not.
She came mid-card after she's
that's what I'm saying.
WrestleMania.
So it's similar to, she's in that, I hate to use this way, she's in that Charlotte boat where when Charlotte comes back, there's only one place Charlotte goes to. It's a title picture.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So with Bianca being here with Jade, at least with these titles, and this tag team title, there's nothing, like, unless she's going into this Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Meechin era with that, which is convoluted in a sense, she's not going to go there. So keeping her at the tag titles right now with Jade is the best bet for her. It keeps her on TV. It keeps her relevant. I mean, Bianca Belair is going to stay relevant, but it keeps her fresh in everybody's mind. And it elevates that women's tag division, which we keep talking about, because now they have to go to both shows.
They do have to go to both shows.
3 shows, technically.
NXT as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
By the way, shouts out to Jada Parker slapping the dog piss out of Roxanne Perez. Jada Parker was like, I'm gonna slap the taste out your mouth. Roxanne Perez was like, I'd like to see you try, and then slapped her. I was like, Shawn Michaels, you did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shawn definitely, he represents for the blocks.
But
whoever would have thought we'd have heard that
phrase
but it's just about Shawn Michaels.
But again, it's just that the elevation of the women's tag team division actually helps out a lot with those two. And I hate, and I know it's going to sound disrespectful in a sense to Fire and Dawn, but they don't elevate the division. Neither will a Starks and Baszler or DeVille and Baszler, whichever way you put the Pure Fusion Collective together.
That name is trash.
They won't elevate that women's tag team division. Jade and Bianca, because these are both legit stars,
Right.
will elevate it all the way around.
I agree and disagree. I feel like Fire and Dawn are incredible competitors.
Yes.
But they're very green in a sense of being introduced to the audience. So they have a lot to learn by chasing titles and being true heels instead of being at the top of the division.
By the way, I'd like to shoot my shot at Isla Dawn if she's watching by any chance. I know
All right.
Alba Fire is married. Let me have my moment. Hey, listen, I'm growing my hair out.
Show it off. Yeah.
All right, so
What was that sound?
yeah, what was that sound?
Hey man, finish shooting your shot.
No,
man.
there's no finish.
No, I was saying.
Yeah, I want to
there you
hear the
go.
rest of your pitch. What's
I
the rest
just
of your
want-
pitch?
Listen, if you like chocolate and thickness, and someone who just wants to just take care of your emotions, shut up! I don't have too much to say. My game is terrible, so I'm just shooting my shot for Isla Dawn.
Where are you gonna take her, mate?
Yeah, where you gonna take her for a date? She say yes. You know what I love is he led with help you take care of your emotions. He didn't say nothing else about taking care of her financially.
You notice where I went with that?
He didn't say he was gonna buy her
Anything.
Take care of her
your
emotions.
emotions.
Got it.
He's like, I'll write you so many Facebook posts.
Baby, you get some poems handwritten. Quit playing me.
You won't know what my Instagram story means.
We got problems with my Instagram stories? So follow me then.
Oh man,
You got a problem with my Instagram stories?
that's crazy.
Let me tell you something. I hate people in happy relationships who always dog us single people who out here struggling looking for.
Talking you,
Shut
man.
up!
It's definitely not gonna help you though, mate. You gotta like I'm
stop
trying to heal.
So stop looking at it. Stop looking at it. I'm getting really pissed now. Stop looking at it. I hate when y'all do that. Stop looking at them.
When y'all, what is going
Just
on?
y'all is a general term.
You're not good with criticism, man.
I'm not, especially when it comes to my emotions. I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to pay Mark for that table if you break it, man.
Man, this episode is this episode is something else. So Isla Dawn and Fire. So Fire is the redhead one.
The smaller redhead one, yes.
Yeah.
She's the married one though.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you like Dawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was the stockings.
Yes, that's how you tell the difference.
I think we've been over this before, ladies and gentlemen, because we're getting a lot of flack on.
Jeez.
Oh, Mark.
What just happened?
Are you saying that this is a picture of Jay as the Juggernaut?
The Jaggernaut.
The Juggernaut. I wish you could can you show this to the audience?
He can eventually.
Yeah, for y'all to see this. This is, man, what's interesting is I don't know how to take it because that's a great pause. When you look at that's a damn good pause. When you look at the head, you're like, this is almost, that's spot on.
My head is not that big. Also, with the helmet of Juggernaut, it's never, I don't know why I'm going to explain this.
No, please. I want to know about the helmet.
It's never, the head doesn't fill up the whole helmet. Smart.
All right. So who would be your ideal? If you get to play a Marvel character, who'd be your dream role?
Barracuda. I like a he's one of the most, he's one of the lower tier villains who a lot of street level villains who a lot of people don't know about. So there's a lot of interactions with Punisher, Daredevil, everybody who's the Defenders and things like that. I think everybody wants to go to like the big name, the Kangs, the Dooms, the Thanoses, Galactuses, people in the X-Men universe, et cetera, et cetera. Give me Barracuda, give me a street level thug. I'm good. Because you can be just down to earth with it. I've tried to pitch that a couple times to a couple friends in Marvel Studios. They was like, we got plans for him. And I was like, can I be involved in those plans? Anyway.
Let me pick that up for you, mate. It's a name you just dropped.
I said friends at Marvel Studios. I didn't say which names.
You are something else.
Oh, you want to see a name drop? Want to see this? Watch this. Here go a name drop for you. Shouts out to my homegirl Rosario Dawson for posting my special Big Black and Nerdy on her Instagram story after I asked her to, and she said, I got you. So that's a name drop that I'll be proud of. You're welcome.
You were really winning until you said you asked her to.
Well, because she liked it from another friend of mine. She liked it from ananother homie. And so I was like, yo, can you do me a favor and just repost it in the story?
That doesn't change what I just said.
Oh,
But,
no,
congratulations on all of that. Who's the Marvel character you would play, Martin?
Bushwhacker.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I don't know, it'd be like a Venom symbiote or something like that. I'll just
Riot.
Yeah, I don't care who, just one of them,
Nice.
You? We said villain, though.
No,
No,
I
I said
said character.
Oh, okay.
You chose a villain.
Yeah, I don't choose anybody but the villains. Okay, Bishop. Yeah, Bishop. Yeah.
You'd be a good bishop.
I would be a good bishop.
Yeah.
Get you nice little Jerry curl out your dreads.
I would want to play it with the Jerry curl too.
You got to have a Jerry curl.
I don't want to have the regular
fade.
curl. I
Yeah.
want.
Or they
Or
give
do
them
you
the,
want the
like,
Jerry
mohawk.
curl mullet that they gave
I
him in
want the
97?
mullet.
The mullet they gave him in
Yeah.
97.
the mullet with that bandana around his neck. So
What does
now,
that bandana do for him?
Nothing. That's
Nothing.
I'm still watching the bandana. Like, why is this here, bro?
It's just, and with the X logo on it too. It's just
Yeah.
there.
It's like, you mean to tell me you guys are being genocided,
Yeah.
and you took time out of your day as a mutant to be like, let me get this embroidered real quick with an X so people know.
He told Forge, I need, when you do my suit, when you do my uniform, I need one specific item. What you need? Hear me out.
That's what it is.
A
I need that
bandana.
ascot.
Yeah.
Could you read those last two, Martin?
Yeah. Okay.
Scroll up.
Tyrone Handon said they won the titles because Jade isn't ready to be on her own yet. I disagree. I think she's doing great. Either way, it really depends on who her dance partner is, though. And you got to remember also the training she had before wasn't a lot. And in WWE, they have bigger rings. They have cables over ropes, right?
Yeah. Cables over ropes.
So it's a little bit weirder in the middle there. And then scroll down. You could, Mark. There you go. You want to read that one, Jay?
Vibey Woodchuck, shouts out to Super Chat, says, Jay, the special was really dope. Lots of laughs. Thank you so much. Much appreciate to everybody who's checked out the special. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Smacks? I actually enjoyed SmackDown.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the promo with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. It was one of those where it was like, how are y'all gonna sell me on this match? And then they sold me on it. It was just two faces going at it, but I don't like faces going against each other. I'd rather me have a true heel. And SmackDown is in lack of true heels, even outside of the two factions.
Yeah.
There are no solo heels.
Let me ask you this question. Did the match itself sell you, or did the commentary help sell you on the match? And I say that because two faces, like you said, there's not going to be too many yay boo moments,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera. Michael Cole and Wade Barrett telling this story during the match helped elevate it a lot to me, especially when it came to the spot with the powerbomb on the apron and,
Right.
and Owens doesn't do it. And it's like, yo, he doesn't have this killer instinct anymore. So
Team effort.
yeah, I think that helped sell the match more for me. I don't know if that was the same with you.
But I mean, if you put it like that, commentary helps sell every single match.
Well, this is not, I wouldn't say there's certain matches in themselves.
WrestleMania 40, Roman and Cody. That was all
absolutely.
commentary.
That's a given for sure. That's a given for sure. I just think there's certain matches, I'm just talking about in this situation right now, that this one, because it was two faces, you're like, well, this is two faces. We know for a fact that, Cody's going to retain.
But Kevin Owens is an amazing storyteller in that ring.
Yeah, absolutely.
And him holding back from kicking and being like, oh, I'm not like this. But it all goes back to what I said, where he's like, every one of those guys deserved it. Except Kofi. Kofi, I'm so sorry. That was so funny. Because Kofi did not deserve that, bro.
Yeah. But if Kofi turns heel, then maybe KO will change his mind.
What if that was cross-promotion storytelling long term?
Yeah.
Everybody deserved it except for Kofi, and he goes back and says, Kofi, you actually did deserve it.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm ready to see that storyline unfold because Xavier Woods, he's so good. Xavier Woods is one of those guys that he's so good without trying, you get jealous.
Yeah.
Like he was the guy in high school that got an A on every exam and the teacher was like flirting with him on the low and you like, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this storyline is his facial expressions are selling this even
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Like every time he comes, hey, yeah, New Day Rock. New Day Rock. He keeps doing that and it's like, Kofi never pays attention to it. Like,
No.
hey, we on the same level, right? We on the same page, right? I thought we was gonna wear the green. He was like, no, I didn't want to wear the green.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but we on the same page, right? And it's just, like I said a couple weeks ago, I feel like it's so obvious it's Woods.
That's going to turn?
Yeah.
No, it's going to be Kofi.
I think
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's so obvious that it's Woods
Yeah.
that it's gonna be
Kofi.
Kofi.
Yeah.
Because Xavier said it out of his own mouth. He would never do that to him when they were talking about tag teams turning on each other.
Mhm.
So these are seeds, bro.
And Kofi has never done. Kofi's always been the one to get turned on.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too: they're coming up on their 10-year anniversary as a tag team. What next month? Yeah,
That'll be bad blood.
that should be the tone. And I think it has to be on the level of the Rockers breaking up. Like,
Yeah, I was thinking that
it needs to
barbershop
be-
scene.
Yeah, just catastrophic. It needs to be blood and everything. Like,
All right.
Black people bleeding. Okay, that's a hard thing to sell.
I mean, they did it with Swerve in AEW.
Yeah, I mean, it took a while to get.
Swerve when I drive top rope. Hey, man, let me tell you something, boy. That theme song get you hype. And it's only a minute and 20 seconds.
Here's the question. Do you have the breakup for Cody and Woods happen at Bad Blood, or do you do the match? Because that seems, look, I don't know about y'all. That seems WrestleMania worthy in itself.
No,
Where
it's
the-
not Mania worthy.
You should.
It's only August. You can't, well, September now. It's like you can't drag that many more
But
months.
look at, okay, with that same statement.
If Big E was here, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about
Get
to
that
bring
stem
up.
cell going.
What'd you say?
Get that stem cell going.
He is in Mexico, but this is what I'm saying. You are dragging certain matches to Mania right now, and maybe E
Say
can
it.
be
No, I just had a
E's the referee
So,
for the
say
match.
it.
we lost Pat McAfee as the right.
Yeah.
Have Biggie fill in as the new commentator on Raw.
I'd love it.
And then you kind of drag out whatever's going to happen with Kofi and Xavier, and eventually Odyssey Jones and Kofi being the ones who turn on Woods. Big E having to take the suit off and come in and do the save. I'm telling you, mate, that's a dream match right there.
That
That is
tag
true.
match is where he doesn't have to wrestle a full match on his own.
Yeah.
It protects him if the neck is like not 100%. Because everybody's keeping like, well, Big E keeps telling everybody the bone is this and third. I'm like, yeah,
It has to ossify.
he's not, but also he's not going to tell you fully what's happening just in case, because for the surprise return, if there's a return, you don't want to know like, yo, he's 100% ready to go.
Right.
You know, you want the surprise to be,
Get into a Christian situation. Remember when Christian was 100%? He was ready for like months. And he was
Yeah.
never brought back.
never
up?
brought
Yeah.
back. And so that's why I feel like it's a WrestleMania buildup.
Yeah.
You can do the tag team thing. You can do, like I said, you can do Woods versus Kofi where he is the ref.
Real quick, bell ringers. First of all, and I want to read some of these comments that aren't super chats because we appreciate every single person that comments. I want during this replay tomorrow, as you already know, if you're watching a replay, just throw your bells in the chat, and that's how we'll know that you're replay squad. But I want you guys to comment as much as possible when this replay happens because we love reading these comments. I love seeing the comments go into the hundreds. Like last week was our highest viewed episode thus far, but the comments we only had like 100 and something, and I was like, I'm kind of disappointed at this. I want to see a lot more comments every single platform.
And something I'd like, go on Apple Music, give us 5 stars, leave a review, just say, hey, this is the best wrestling podcast out there, because we are. And
That's a fact.
that's just part of the Martin Morrow effect, baby. That's what we do. That's how we get to number 1.
Yeah.
Look, you all have shared these clips. You all have made these things go viral. Like we have several clips right now on the IG page that are
IG and TikTok.
over, like the IG has a couple million ones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. IG one has a couple million ones, a couple ones that are about to hit 1 million. Numbers are popping up. You guys have gotten to the point where you're seeing us in public in different places, and just random people being like, "Yo, I know you from before the bell." And
Make
so,
sure you subscribed as well. You might be seeing this podcast and are not subscribed. Subscribe and follow everywhere.
yes, please do that. So yeah, just want to make sure the love that we want to show you, just so you all know, we appreciate all the love you guys give us on all the different platforms and different ways when you interact with us.
And we don't just like white women. Let's also put that out there.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Man,
another
these
thing.
comments are crazy. Like, let me tell you something. There are some, we've explained the fact that there are a major amount of black women that we are into. However, we cannot even speak on them because of friendships and the fact that a lot of these women are married, all right? Would never disrespect on purpose 90% of people's marriages, okay? 90%. 10% could still
Could care
get-
less.
you know, but the majority of people that you obviously know that are gorgeous, we agree with.
Man, y'all ain't talking about Jade though. Y'all ain't talking about Bianca.
I will talk about Jade. I will never talk on Bianca.
No, I'm just saying that's how they go. Y'all
Yeah.
ain't talking about Jade. Yeah, but we barely see Bianca. I mean, Jade's husband. Anyway,
Yeah,
Bianca,
I don't know him, but I got a relationship.
Yeah, we
with
know
the
Bianca's
Fords.
husband. We know, like Bailey is out there too. Like Bailey, BBL
something.
Bailey. Shouts out to Nia for the greatest nickname for her ever. Like there are people we've talked. Everybody, oh, y'all just talking about relive. It's the clip you saw. That goes back to what CT said earlier. Please watch the whole episode.
Can you run through some of those comments that you see, Martin?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of bells in there. Love the podcast. Found y'all on IG. Thank you, Alan Jeanette. Smash the like. Thank you, Darth Tino 93. CT6985 said CT just undercut the hell out of his statement.
Which one?
Yeah, which
90%.
Oh.
We would never disrespect 90% of their marriages.
90%, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I feel like that's the statement. He would only 10%, which that makes sense.
That's still good odds. People don't appreciate a 90%. That's still an A.
Shouts out to, what's that? Is that a CT? The one you said right there. 2 people in here right now watching us live. There should be 200 likes. Yeah, man. If you're watching us live right now, go hit that like. Hit that like button. If you're watching this on YouTube, man, again, if you're listening to the replay or watching the replay, make sure you like and show a lot of love.
Yeah, because the live is just for y'all. Because after this live goes off, the episode is going private. So that's another reason we appreciate you guys watching live and then watching the replay to see things that you might have missed, like that Juggernaut picture, which is going to be fire. Now, where does Randy Orton go from here, from this loss?
Here's the thing. They shook hands, so it seemed that, and Randy's such a legend, man. It's hard to turn him heel right now. I think that you keep you bring him back to SmackDown and keep whatever momentum he's got over there going. The real question is, what do you do with Gunther?
Okay. No. We on SmackDown.
No,
who does Randy face next?
He has to play this, work his way to the title. Because that's all he really wants.
Who does Randy
All right,
face
you put
next?
Randy goes back to SmackDown.
Cody at Bad Blood.
No.
That's too soon.
That's Mania.
I still think it's Randy versus Cena at Mania. Oh no, I said Cena versus Gunther at Mania.
I saw a little thing. You know, people make the little predictions of matches. I saw somebody say Cena Breaker at Mania, which I'm like, but that's for the IC title.
That feels like more of a SummerSlam match.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
I mean, Randy Cena could be SummerSlam, but I see Randy Cody being Mania because of the history.
Or Randy Cena is Cena's last match.
He closes it out.
Closes it out with that one.
Okay, I can close out the career with that one. But I think Randy right now, you have to
Randy LA Knight. That's what happens next.
They haven't had it yet, have they?
No.
And now that he's done with LA Knight's done with Santos Escobar, you know, maybe eventually after they have this best of 7, whatever they're doing, Andrade and Carmelo Hayes.
Then it'll be Carmelo and LA Knight.
Yeah, you can go that route. But right now, give them LA Knight.
Right.
Let them have, again, you need to fill in, you're filling in time.
AJ Styles is still on the roster.
Yeah, and that's something I was going to point out too, man. There's we're talking about how SmackDown has a lack of heels.
Yeah.
But there's so many heels who just haven't even been on TV. You know, AJ, Shinsuke Nakamura, your boy, the OC, right?
Yeah. Aren't they over in NXT though? Aren't they more NXT now than anything else?
Yeah. They've been losing to like Tank and Hank.
Nathan, what's the Nathan Frazier and Axiom?
Who just they won the tag titles back in NXT.
Okay.
And then Rich Holland turned on.
He showed up. He's back.
Well, he was the tag team champion in NXT.
Rich Holland?
Yeah, him and Chase. Andre Chase. Yeah.
So I didn't know he had. I thought he was like.
He joined Chase U because he was down and out, and then
he was breaking necks.
Yeah, and then they just relaxed. And then
he did it himself. He was the one.
He didn't do it on purpose.
I mean, I didn't say he did it. He was the one that was like his whole promo because it was like everybody was blaming him for Big E and etc. And then hurting somebody else. It was like, oh, this is all he does. Because it was what's his name? Tom. What was the dude's name? You know what I'm talking about? The Tom Thatcher, I think his name was.
Tim Thatcher.
Tim Thatcher. He had hurt him at one point, and then he had hurt Big E. So people were constantly like bringing it, but like they did to Seth for a while. Remember when they were like, Seth hurt Finn, he hurt Sting, all these people. So they were doing that to Ridge Holland. So I thought when Ridge was like, yeah, I'm going in quit, and he left. And that was a terrible Ridge Holland impression. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, as long as you don't do Vince, I don't care who you do. Just do anybody else.
You can let me go any place else.
You can do Stephanie McMahon for all I care. Just don't do.
In fact, Jay, give us a Stephanie.
I don't. That was.
Could you just try?
My father is McMahon. That's like Attitude Era.
That actually was pretty good. I actually like that one.
That's the Attitude Era, Stephanie.
Yeah, when she had like the big Bumbawumbas and Chris Jericho was making. Like, where'd those come from?
Respectfully, Stephanie McMahon is beautiful. Yeah, and she's even more beautiful in person, man. She's such a sweet person.
Respect all black queens, Stephanie McMahon.
What did you say? I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I'm not familiar with what you just said. What you just said? Whew. Man, boy, I tell you something else.
Can we really, when you do the clips, make sure you do for the screen grab, just the black version of Stephanie.
Jeez.
Or give Stephanie an afro.
Let's talk about AEW for a second. Ricochet felt that he made the right decision.
Okay.
And I think that from a viewer standpoint, I noticed that in WWE, whenever a superstar is about to leave or when their contract is up, the WWE starts pushing them a little bit to show like, hey, this could be a momentum thing, similar to Chad Gable before he re-signed his contract. It was like, oh, but they've kept that momentum going. And I felt that would have been the same thing with Ricochet, and I think he left at the wrong time. If you were going to leave last year before the match that you had with Logan Paul. You don't leave right when you got a great feud to get into that could raise everybody around you.
Yeah.
You left for two things. One, your match with Will Ospreay to give everybody the rematch. We know that's what they're going to get in AEW. But also, I've seen Jim Cornette, Eric Bischoff, everybody talk about this. The debut for him was trash in that Battle Royal.
Yeah.
The debut for him was trash.
You put him in a gauntlet match, he loses.
Yeah. And comes after all these bigger pops that his pop is lower than everybody else's.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to discourage or speak down on this young brother.
Well, no disrespect to him. Look, again,
Samantha Irvin is a friend of the show.
Yeah, and much love for, and again, Ricochet is friend of the show.
Oh,
so much love to Ricochet. But I'm just saying, when you come, you're this dude, this highly talented talent coming over, and you get put in a battle royal, a gauntlet match. What was it, before the show?
No, it was on the show.
It was on the show, okay, because I know there was so much that was happening before the show. But this isn't this big deal. We got Ricochet. Everybody knows it's just we're gonna get this rematch, right? And that's about it. It's like, I want talent to go over there, and if you're gonna go and you're gonna be the star, be the star. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like it was just like there wasn't enough push in that gauntlet or anything else to say he's gonna be a star. It was about everybody else. Wait, what?
No, I'm just reading through some of these comments. Pearson
Say
Ward said, our what queen? What Uncle Elroy just say?
Black queen.
And then Domingo Tripp said that shirt was manufactured by Zamunda's nemesis.
Which is who? You would think it would be
it was whatever Wesley Snipes.
Wakanda.
Yeah. But okay, but with that, like, who was it? Who also was it? Nigel McGuinness, right? He got it because we thought he was done.
Which also he should
have won.
He shouldn't even be wrestling.
Yeah, but he should have.
He should have won.
The rivalry between him and Danielson,
is
so
epic and legendary.
Yeah, nothing against Christian. I don't care about Christian.
He should not. Out of all people, Christian Cage should not have won that.
Yeah,
you can put him in some type of mid-card feud and be fine with that. Nigel McGuinness should have. So if you're going to give us something that Bryan Danielson is going out, give us Danielson McGuinness again. For all fans of ROH, but I don't know if you ever followed ROH back in the day.
No.
Those two put on clinics, bro. Wrestling technical clinics. These two men, when they would work, you could watch them go 45 minutes to an hour and never get exhausted. And so to have McGuinness, to have Danielson in this type of environment that AEW, ROH, whatever is cultivated, would have been perfect to have him win that. But instead, you have Christian Cage.
Yeah. If anything, I mean, and they did it a lot of pay-per-views where they say, oh, look, he's the new signing of AEW with Tony Khan be like, I'm so excited. We have a brand new signing. I'm not going to ask any questions or answer any questions about it, but this new signing is one of the greatest, one of the best wrestlers of all the world, and we can't wait to have him. He can make his debut here on AEW Dynamite this upcoming Wednesday night on TBS. So make sure you check that out right after the Big Bang Theory. This is one of the best, one of the absolute best in the world, one of the greatest wrestlers, and that's what we do. We're the best wrestlers. So we enjoy having the best wrestlers. So you're going to really enjoy this wrestler who's coming out now. The newest signing of AEW. This guy is real fast. He's real incredible. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world because AEW is one of the best wrestlers. So right now, please give it up for our next signing. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricochet. And the Ricochet comes out and just like, yeah. And then they go to the next match.
I was waiting on the sniff. Because the eyes never blinked. He never blinked.
TNA.
Let me tell you something, y'all, about this show. CT is the type that's like, hey man, y'all not gonna ruin no parts of my career right now.
Not ever.
Because you would see how CT be wanting to say something, he'd be like,
Let me tell you something, man. There are. I was having this conversation with my wife the other day. So let me tell you something. I will not say anything to sour my relationships. I always let people say whatever they want to say. But yeah. Anyway, TNA. What are we thinking about the next competitor for the TNA Championship?
Okay, because Ziggler or Nick Nemeth just beat Josh Alexander,
and JBL is now in TNA.
Well, no, JBL is everywhere.
JBL, I want to see come back in WWE, obviously.
Bro, just give me one good clothesline from hell. Just one good one.
The thing is about the clothesline, it's a 50-50 move. Like you would think all finishers are 50-50, no different than the RKO or the stunner. But the clothesline from hell is really contingent upon the person taking it.
Yeah, because this way, the way they lay out or the way they take the bump for it.
He can hit you in the chest or the shoulder all he wants. But if you're not going to sell it,
yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't matter.
That's like that Paul Heyman clip. I feel like one of you might have shared it, where he was saying that if the finisher really depends on how they sell it, right? Like he was talking about if you gave Mark Henry a headlock, and if he puts someone in a headlock, they immediately tap out. It's like, oh wow, all right,
right.
It's most devastating. That's why it was so upsetting when they basically killed the Canadian Destroyer. To me, that was one of the cleanest moves we ever seen. And now it's just a transitionary joke move, essentially.
Yeah,
I remember when I first saw it, I was like, how do you take this? Because it was so fluid. The way Petey Williams used to do it, it was so fluid the way he went into it. You were like, how do you take this bump? Like, and then you just like, oh, it's just a back bump. It's just making sure you jump back enough so he can go under. It's like, it's a simple bump, but the way the move looks is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I hate that a lot of finishers are regular moves. I will say shouts out to Odyssey Jones and shouts out to Abyss for giving him the black hole slam.
Yeah.
Because you can tell, when I watch Odyssey Jones, I'm like, Abyss is working with him. You can see how he moves. Like, that's Abyss. Black Hole Sam is a good one. Super kicks are just like punches.
Yeah, and I hate to see that super kicks are so spammed out that they don't even have any real effect anymore.
Oh my God, I hate it. Like super kicks used to be when Sean we're tuning up the band.
Yeah, tuning up that band, man.
Here's the thing. I saw a fight clip recently where someone legit did a super kick to someone and knocked that dude out. I was like, wow, all right, we need more. Like just
that's
someone
a real kick.
Yeah, that's a real kick, man.
Yeah, that's the Stevie Richards kick. That's the Sweet Chin Music kick.
Yeah.
Yo,
no thigh slapping there. You know
Stevie
what I mean?
Richards, when he used to kick people when they jump.
Boy.
Woo! Yeah, Stevie Richards. Yo, people got to do the research on Stevie Richards. Don't let the joke from what you saw with the BWO or Right to Censor. Stevie Richards was putting work in that.
That was Blue World Order, not who Martin is feuding with, by the way.
I'm not. For the record, I'm not feuding with the Black Wrestling Order. Just certain members. If you don't like me, I told you you can find me, mate. You know, don't throw a water bottle at my car. If that was one of you, also.
Man.
And there's a white dude in the BWO.
No.
What's even wilder is just like you can also fight. So it's like you would think. It's like, oh man, let me pick on this guy. He dresses up and he does these things. And then you're like, oh, you also know how to fight. This is unfortunate.
Then he square up and fold somebody. You be like,
man. Now you got folded by the guy in the leopard outfit.
With the haircut.
Now,
with the hair, yeah, now you got folded by him. Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Hey man, I wrestled. I did MMA classes, took boxing classes. If you want to go, let's go.
And he's a hacker.
Yeah.
Man, this guy is you are a supervillain's wet dream, boy.
Oh,
you are
Jesus.
You are Hydra.
I don't know.
Hydra. What's coming up for you, Jay? Tell the people.
Oh, man, listen, just go to YouTube, my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mr. J Washington. Check out the special Big Black and Nerdy. Thank you to everybody who in less than a week has helped me hit almost 17,000 views doing it independently. I appreciate y'all. All of my shows, anything I got coming up, I'll post on my Instagram, Mr. J Washington, all other places. But please just check out the special. That's really all.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, for the people out in San Diego, this Friday, I'm going to be headlining the Laugh Factory San Diego.
What?
So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, 8 p.m. Friday, Laugh Factory San Diego on F Street. If you don't live in San Diego, tell your mates, come down, come hang with me and the boys. We're going to have a good time. CT, tell the people what you got coming up and where they can find you. Oh, also at Martin and Morrow for more of the Martin Morrow effect.
Man, that's perfect, dude. That is perfect. Y'all know me. I strike in silence. So it'll be posted. and you'll know about it. Outside of that, it's always a pleasure reading you guys' comments, responding to you guys. Thank you for all the love you show us separately, collectively. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Outside of that, what is very important, very, very important, as you're watching this replay, hit the button share to anybody that you think would enjoy this podcast. That means on any platform, share it, DM it to somebody. That is how we can continue to grow, because we are the best in this time. And we have a very special guest coming, and we will not release that date, but it's going to be epic. The people on Patreon, you're about to find out now who that guest is. And you guys will get a chance to start writing your questions, and we go to, we out.